Hey everybody, this is Slim Overton. Just saw a pop-up video coming to you, and I know it's early, but I wanted to just throw in a little brief thing about, the local elections coming up. All politics are local, and it's not coming up until November, but candidates are starting to declare their candidacy and getting the signatures they need to qualify by this summer. And we need to start looking at these candidates now and really listening to their platform. A lot of people, before you either support them financially or with your vote, and especially the financial part, I've heard a lot of people say, well, I'm just going to give a little bit to everybody, and whoever wins, I will benefit somehow. But you might want to think about that. That's why I say you need to listen to the candidates and listen to the platform and see if it's favorable to your interests and things that you want to see out of the candidate that sits on the school board or the city council. And listen to those candidates several times. And when they go around the different communities, and a lot of stuff is virtual now, listen to them in different areas and make sure their message is consistent and not sort of favoring one area. I mean, it's good to be knowledgeable of whatever area you're in and talking about and bringing up issues that that area may have. But the base thing you want to know that they're serving the whole city with a platform that's consistent. And then that's where you will put your finances in. That's who you will support financially. Because if you give a little bit to everybody and that person wins and they don't really, their philosophy or their platform doesn't really serve your interests, what have you done? As far as saying, I'll give a little bit to everybody and whoever wins, I'll benefit in some way if they know I gave. I would suggest, and it's still up to you, that, once you're knowledgeable of the candidates and they really fit to what you're saying, and of course you never know what happens once they get into office, but you can hold them accountable if you know what the promises they were making or their platform, and know it just as well as they say it, so you can hold them accountable when they come into office. But hopefully if their platform, they'll stay true to their platform, and if it falls in line with what you're looking for, you'll benefit. And so instead of spreading that money around to everybody, take the bulk of that money and put into candidates that share your interests through their platform and what they've been saying leading up. Like I said, I know it's kind of early to be thinking about this, but it's never too early, because once they start saying they're running, that's the time you should start doing your homework and making sure by the time November gets here, there's no doubt in your mind who you're going to vote for. Now granted, it might take up to the last minute to really decide, but at least when you go in there, you'll be knowledgeable. You go in there to vote and cast your vote, you at least be knowledgeable, that's not a word, but you'll be knowledgeable of all the candidates running. And so some of the people you'll look at now, and that's why I say, if you really believe in them now in the beginning, and you already know them, it's no problem contributing to them early, because all the candidates going to need money in order to run their campaign. But if you don't know too much about them, I would wait before I contribute. I would wait until everybody qualifies during the summer, because some of the people that might start out running might not even run or qualify to run. And I don't know if it's any guarantee you will get that money back, but it's possible you could, but I don't know. Why take that chance? But like I said, if you know the candidate already, you have some incumbents running, so that's a whole different story. You know their platform, and you can I would study how they voted on many issues during the time that they're in. 1 year, 2 years, most of the time it's 4 years, but you do have some special circumstances where they feel unexpired terms and they have to run a couple of times after a year or two. So just make sure the incumbents, you check out what they have done, and if their votes have fallen in line with your interests, or what you think the city, or how you think the city's direction is going or should be going, then keep that person in office. But if not, take a strong look at the candidates, and there's probably going to be a lot of candidates. I'm talking about the city of Portsmouth, a lot of candidates running, and I'm always against a whole lot running, but it's everybody's citizen's right to run if he feels like he can best serve the city. But just make sure you sometimes you might have to put the friendship aside and make sure